You know what? I learned something this week. And it's not really something new that I've learned. Something that I sort of already knew. But some of the things I've done this week and in the last few months has just made it more rise to the top a little bit. And I want to tell you about it. Because I think it's something important that as creators and photographers and filmmakers and people who spend a lot of time in their own space might need to remind themselves every now and then. So grab yourself a coffee, relax, enjoy the video. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. And yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to have you all here. My name's Nathan and welcome to the channel. So I'm going to start this off by sort of saying that I've always been very comfortable with my own company. I've never felt alone when I've been working by myself or when I've been out by myself. And I think that stems from being a single child. Growing up, I spent a lot of time in my room, playing video games, playing with my toys and my toy cars and creating scenarios and adventures for all these characters with my Lego buildings and everything like that. Don't get me wrong, I do work well with others. I thrive within a social environment, but being by myself, it's not something that I loathe or anything like that. And I suppose doing this job, you spend an awful lot of time by yourself. I spent a lot of time in this studio talking to a camera, nobody else around, and I've always been very, very comfortable with it. Even in my mid-20s and early 30s, my idea of a good holiday was that I would pack up a bag and go camping for 2-3 weeks in the wilderness somewhere, the Lake District or the Peak District, and not see another soul for about 2 weeks, and then come back to civilization feeling refreshed and ready to take on the world again. Since I've been doing YouTube and since I've been sort of a creator, I spend a lot of my time, especially as a self-employed photographer, filmmaker, it's me. It's generally me and my camera, and it's just the way it is. Like, I don't have staff parties to go to. I made a bit of a joke a wee while ago at Christmas with the Benham media staff party when it was just me having a giggle. And you sort of get used to it after a while. You really do. And you know, I will shoot by myself. I'll go out for photo walks or shooting something in the city. And then I will come home and then I would spend a couple of days on my laptop with my headphones on in my own little world. Over the last few months, and especially over this last week, it has occurred to me that this is a collective, is a community. And I think sometimes as creators, we get so sort of drowned down in doing videos and reels and posting and all these type of things that we sometimes forget that we are part of a community, that we are part of a bigger society of like-minded people. And something that has definitely sort of come across this year is that I've been on less photo walks, I've been meeting less and less people out and about, because I have been hung up on my own work. I've been building towards a sort of a successful acting career or trying to make my media and my films better, that I've not had time to go out and hook up with people who have, you know, the like-minded interests that I have. And yeah, this last week I went to a networking party. It's the first one I went to for a while, and I've never really been a fan, especially as an actor, going to a networking party and I had nothing else to offer. It just felt that all I was trying to do is trying to find somebody to employ me. And when you go to a networking party as actors, there are usually other actors there and we're all trying to get the same fish. We're all trying to get the same thing. And you know, that type of scenario seemed to sort of really bug me a little bit. So I sort of stopped going to networking parties. But I was invited to one last week, and as a filmmaker, it was a lot better. Because not only did I have more on the table to offer, but I had more to talk about. It wasn't just about me as an actor or what I can do, or, you know, please hire me to be in your next project. I was able to communicate with other filmmakers about how they make their films, because my general knowledge of the industry has expanded further than just being in front of the camera. And then that got me thinking. On the way home, I was like, I really enjoyed that. We didn't just talk shop. We spoke about sort of like general interests, like camera equipment, how we like to shoot films. A real sort of pleasure to be amongst this community again. And on the way home, I started thinking that even though I spend probably about 3 or 4 days on an average a week by myself in my own little hub, yeah, I spend a lot of time with my family and there's a lot of family time going on, but my work is just me. Even when I shot my earlier films, it was me, a camera and a tripod. But I wanted to up the game with my latest movie. So that's why I invited another actor on board. I wrote a script with somebody else because I had the network to do so. I got Ashley to come in to shoot the film because I wanted to bounce ideas, and it became a better film because I had that sort of like little network around it. And then all we've been doing this year with Tats and Talent and being surrounded by these amazing, talented people, it has just made me want to grow and become bigger and become better because I was part of this community. Watching these wonderful actors sing and dance and perform their hearts out has made me want to learn how to sing again. Try to practice what I gave up years ago because I want to improve. And what me and Phoenix have been doing with this community, stretching out, has sort of made me realize that as a creator, I can't do it by myself. I can't just sit here and make a video week after week and hope that people find it online, that they like it, and then they start following me. Because as a networking party, I gained 10 more subscribers. I gained 15 more followers on my social media because these are like-minded people who are interested in what I do. Instead of just hoping that someone will stumble across me and go, hey, this guy, you know, he looks interesting, and then sort of like a blind call to hope that they will eventually sort of stick around. To be part of a community of like-minded people, you like their work, they like your work, and then you sort of grow and you grow and you grow. And just like the title of this video, one man does not make a village. It doesn't. You can't sit here by myself in an empty room, because I'm in an empty room. There's nobody else in here. I'm just talking to a camera with some clips and photographs coming over the top. And I want you guys to like it. But if you don't know me, if you don't sort of feel a connection with me, you probably won't. So I need that community. I need it. I need it for my next project. I want to invite more people to be part of my next project. I've been invited to another networking event in a couple of weeks, which I'm really looking forward to going to this time round. And I want to start meeting more and more creatives out in the city, walking around, swapping ideas, and just sort of reconnecting with these type of people. Because this year has been a bit of a funky year. It really has. I think I've gone on 2 meets this year, but the year before, I probably had one every single month. So I think it's important as a creator not to sort of get lost in our own little world, our own little bubble, when really we should be trying to connect, which is pretty much what this is. Why I do these videos is that I'm trying to connect. So yeah, if you are a creator, get out there, become part of a community, find people with the like interests and people who are meeting up and sort of start fun around. If you see a photographer on the streets, find an opportunity to talk to them, because they probably feel exactly the same as you do. They probably want to talk to you, but maybe they don't have the courage to do so. If you see me out and about, please come and say hello. I'd be more than happy to talk to you. But I just wanted to get that off my chest, because it's really opened my eyes to the fact that I can't just make this work by myself. I need a community. I need to be part of that community. and I can't just sit and hope. I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys, and if you have liked it at any point, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button just down there. And if you haven't already and you find what I do here quite interesting, and yeah, maybe consider subscribing. But until next time, I will go out and I will flourish within a community, and I hope you do too. Till next time, see you later. Bye-bye.